Hello and welcome back to this next tutorial. In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how you can create appearances and where to use them in the grandMA3 software. At the moment, I'm using version 1.9.7.0. So let's jump right into it. Before we start, I'd like to make a new view. So I go to the menu button and I say delete the screen, so I have an empty screen to start from scratch. Now, under the Pools tab, you can find the Appearances pool. And second, I'd like to use an image pool. And last but not least, I'd like to use the Scribble pool over here. So, if you want to create an appearances, you have to choose an empty pool item in the appearances pool, and you can press the store button and click the empty pool item, and now you've created an appearance. Now I use the swipey to edit it. First of all, I like to name it red, and then I can change the image color and I turn it to red. I want to create two more colors. For that, I copy them and change the names of them. Green, blue. And now I can edit the color. And now I have three appearances which are full colored. I like to do another kind of appearance, so I store a new empty appearance and I call it red off. And now I like to use the background color, not the image color. So I bring RGB to 0, and for this example I bring red from the background color to 100%, and I have to increase the alpha of the background color. And here in the preview you see a red outline, and if I close this window you can see you have a red outline here. I'll copy them again, label it green off, blue off, and now again I change the colors here. So last but not least, I like to show you, I want to create two more appearances. The next one I will call Q color. This is finished, and I like to show you one thing more. You can only create the appearances with the color faders or color picker in the appearance. You can also use images to in your appearances. So I show you how to get the images in here. First of all, you open your Explorer, and I've already prepared my logo for that. We select it and I press Ctrl C or Command C on a Mac, and then I'll go to a USB drive, and I've connected this USB stick to the grandMA3 software before, and it created these two folders. You find them in the root. Now you go into the grandMA3 folder, then grandMA library, and then you have to go to the media folder, and last there's the image folder, and here you can paste the image in. Now I can close this one, and we're back in the grandMA3 software. Now I like to edit this image, and I like to import an image, and I won't do it from the internal, I like to do it from the USB drive. Now here is it, and I can import it. So now it's in my image pool. And I would recommend you to use PNG files with an alpha channel, and here you can see there's a transparency because of this black and white or black and gray grid you can see around here. In my opinion, this looks a bit nicer. So I store an empty preset here. I labeled it in that way, and I'll edit it, and here you can clicked wrong. Oops. There. So now this appearance will take this image. Delete. And the last appearance I like to show you will use a Scribble, and I like to show you that this won't work in the software version I'm using right now. So first of all, I create a Scribble. I'll edit it. Let's take red, crease it, and nothing fancy. So like that, apply it. Now I've created a Scribble, and you can press the assign key. You see it down here. Press the Scribble and press the appearance. So now the appearance looks like the Scribble and mainly looks like the one I've used my image, my logo in it. So at this part, the tutorial how to create appearances ends, and now I like to show you where you can use these appearances. First of all, I'd like to show you if you like to have screen protector or screensaver. Before that, you use the menu button, you go to settings, you go to user configuration, and here I create a new user. I call him my name, and here I can use an appearance. I will take mine, and to do it in the right way, I'll also do a new user profile, which I'll use in this user. Now I will log in, and all my created views will be gone, but I'll show you that in another tutorial. And now if you press the pause key on your keyboard, you have the screen lock with your logo on all your screens. So I press pause again to end it, and I don't like to create the views again, so I'll change the user, log in the admin, and have my created views back. And I showed you how you can use an appearance with an image as your desk lock icon. Now, what you can do with these appearances. I'll bring them together here. Let's get the sequence pool and store a new empty sequence and label it test appearances. Now what you can do, you can assign an appearance to this sequence. You can do it by pressing the assign key, press the appearance and press the sequence, for example. That would be one way. Another way would be to edit the sequence. Now you go up to settings and here you can change the appearance, maybe to green. Okay, let's place some more cues in this sequence. So I store cue 2 through 10. I have to select it. I did it in another sequence. So first you have to select the sequence, then we have to edit it, and I say store Q2 through 10. Please, now we have our 10 cues here. And I like to take label Q3 plus 6 plus 9 all at once, and I label them moderation, for example. And now when you scroll to the very end of this sheet, and you can see here you have an appearance too, and I can do a right click, and here I will take my cue color, for example, and so that it works correctly, I have to do another thing. I have to go to the settings and I have to enable prefer cue appearance. So what will happen now? If I can show it's selected, so we can go to the master section, and here you have the sequence. Now it's green because it's not played yet. If I press go, it stays green because it's the sequence appearance. But when I enter the moderation, I'm sorry, it's a bit tiny, so you can't read it very well. But here we are in Q3 now, and it's moderation. Maybe you can see it better in this way, or no, that's as tiny. You can see it here. I can go up here and change the pool to go plus. So I can, if I press here, I will cycle through the cues also. So you see, when there's no cue appearance, the sequence will take the appearance of the sequence, which is green, and if there's a cue appearance, it will take the appearance of the cue. I off it, and you see it's green again. And I can also show you if you don't like to have a cue appearance, so I can take it off. Now it's gray, but as you see, when I hit Q3, it takes the cue appearance. I want to show you another thing. If you like to see it in the sequence sheet a bit better, you can go up here at the top left corner and you have to go here, down here, Q part appearance, and you have to you can change it from none or off to number. Now the numbers are in the same color as the appearance, or to number and name. Now the Q name is also in the same color, or to all. I like to have it as number and name. So now you can see it much better, and you could also use other appearances. For example, I can do the second one with my image in it, and yeah, you can see here's the appearance, but it won't change the color of the number and the name. And I show you why that is so. Now here you can see here it changes the appearance right away. But the thing is, I off it again, that if you like to have the number and the name colored, you have to use the background color in the appearance. I go in the appearance, and you see here I used the background color. Another thing, if you use the background color, is also that if you have a grandMA3 light or full size, for example, the faders have RGB lights next to them, and you can color your faders. And if you like to color your faders, you have always the need to take the background color, not the image color. And if I would edit this one and I would change, let's take yellow, for example. I change the background color here, close this up, and now you see it changes here, and my Q name is also colored in the same color. I finally can't show you how it looks on the faders because I don't have a grandMA3 light here at my place or a full size where I could film the faders, but I prove you that if you use the background color in the appearances, this will make your faders also change the color as you like to. I hope this was a bit interesting. I missed one last thing. I wanted to show you that the scribbles are not usable in appearances in this software version. For that I go right back into our sequence, and I take Q2, and as you see right here, the appearance 19, which is labeled Scribble, won't show anything here. And if I go out there, and that is Q2, where it should be the Scribble. Maybe there will be in a future software update, this will be fixed, that you can use Scribbles in your appearances, and they will be shown in the sequences. And I can also show you, if I delete this too, I quickly do a layout view, and I assign this sequence here, that it's the same in the layout view. Scribble won't be shown, and if you don't have a queue appearance or any appearance applied to the main sequence, it will look like this. If I off it, you can see it. It looks like this. To fix it, I normally would do something like that. I would make an appearance, call it blank, for example, and I would make it a gray, and I would assign it so it looks a bit nicer in the layout view, and you can read the name of the sequence a bit better. That's it for this tutorial. It was a bit longer one. I hope it helps a bit, and see you in the next one.